This week's CGIT was just so much better. So much better. So, hey guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. My name's Romie. I serve you for How to Get Away with Murder. Season 4, Episode 7. Nobody roots for Goliath. So the episode starts off with Connor, and Connor's still happy. He's happy with Oliver. They're under the covers. Everything's all good. So then Annalise, she goes back to Isaac to tell him that she's leaving. And she was just like, it's because you're using. Am I a trigger for you? And they were having this really big bout. And because we see in the other frame that Isaac's ex-wife was talking to Annalise and telling her that, look, their daughter committed suicide a couple of years ago, and so because of Annalise's just general story, it's just triggering him. Everything about it is triggering him. Not her in particular, but just her story and everything that she went through. So Annalise now has to go and break it off from her therapist, and you could tell she was hurt. She was starting to cry. He was like, look, no, I'm here for you. This is my job. I want to be here. And dang, that ex-wife. I don't know. There's something about that ex-wife that I don't trust. There's something about that ex-wife that I don't trust. Because Annalise is trying to tell her, look, like, what? This doesn't make any sense. And the ex-wife said, I'm not going to say too much, but he only gets this messed up when he really cares about someone. So Annalise Ray told the guy that she was afraid that he was going to fall in love with her, just like what happened with her and Sam. So that was enough. So Annalise decides, you know what, for the betterment of him, for the betterment of both of us, if your wife, in her mind thinking, if your ex-wife is saying he's possibly using because he's just acting, really erratic, then look. So this again shows that Annalise isn't a bad person. It really does. Michaela actually meets up with Asher at school and tries to give him some food as a peace offering. Like, look, I'm sorry, I got you this burger. They don't open till 6 p.m. Duh, I woke up early. He goes and gives it to his classmate. Then comes Laurel. Laurel's like, look, so is Asher not going to say anything? I'm thinking, that's actually the least of your worries right now. Connor, again, a reinvigorated Connor is right by Annalise's side, and their whole purpose of making sure that he's not up there with her, because she has to go against this whole other group because they're trying to convince the courts that Annalise is incapable to do this lawsuit, this civil suit, and they try to attack her character. Not try, they go after her character. Their whole purpose is to say, you know what? She's someone who has a drug problem with alcohol abuse and her previous record. She doesn't even have the right amount of people. Ellie said, well, you need 33, right? She has, I think, like 59 or 79, something ridiculous. So she has more than enough thanks to her recent wins. And she put in her paperwork showing that she's been doing her court-mandated sobriety stuff. She's at least done 7 random drug tests. And I'm thinking, okay, this is cute, but there's a problem. I didn't like what she said, though, when she told Connor, no one roots for Goliath. That's why she made sure it looked like she was a lone person. All of these people picking on her. And they were. There's this picture that they had, and it was doctored. She was like, clearly this is doctored. So it is true that I was holding that, but that was because someone put that on my car, and I picked it up. And Connor's like, look, it's crazy. Why don't we go and sue them for slander? And Ellie said that's not going to be enough because I didn't realize that their issue isn't really the court case. Their issue was with me. So they're going after me. I didn't prepare for that. But trust, they got round 1. I'll get all the rest. 2 through 10, I'll get all the rest. Bonnie again is talking to Nate, and why did I stutter? Bonnie's talking to Nate. They're at this weird crossroads of whose team Annalise, who's not Team Annalise, who's going planting information, who isn't. So that's it for now. Asher's still pissed with Michaela because he's just looking at her like, the thing is, you guys didn't feel the need to include me. You thought that you couldn't trust me, like what's going on. But here's how this works. I'll only keep this a secret if you're willing to tell Frank. Frank deserves to know. Frank is a part of this just like all the rest of us. What are you ladies really doing? So then they go over to Frank and tell Frank. And Frank's like, we're going to put a stop to this right now. I just got you back, Laurel, and I don't want to lose you. Laurel said, look, my father killed Wes. He did it for his money. If we go and mess and do all this stuff to mess up his IPO, then it's done. We can get away with this. We can get away with this. Michaela said, Frank, I understand where she's coming from. If they killed Asher, I will have had the same feelings and tried to do the same thing. And I believe her. I really do believe her. She might have needed a little kick in the butt, but I feel like she would have, at the end of the day, tried to do that too. Asher doesn't even believe it. Asher doesn't have much faith in this relationship right now, but Laurel's saying she's going to go and do whatever she wants anyway, which of course she does. So he's either gets on board or doesn't. Annalise, there's some issues going on over there. Annalise is trying to figure out how she's going to finagle this. They're really trying to bury her. She's actually trying to do something decent. Connor's like, look, I believe in you. Let's go and rock this. Connor is so reinvigorated by Annalise. It must be intoxicating being around someone like that. Annalise said, wait a minute. Why don't we go and work with the DA, the DA's office? Maybe that way we can use him to give us a stronger alibi, because we could say, okay, I'm jumping ahead too far. So she goes to Denver, talks to Denver, and he's just like, why would I work with you? Like, you have to be drinking to think that I would actually work with you. This doesn't make any sense. Annalise said, that's the whole point. There's a lot to gain for you. I mean, your group attacked me. Now you defend me. I mean, come on now. This is a win-win all around. Now, not Michaela. Connor was over there. He was talking to Laurel, and remember, Connor doesn't know about the plans that's going on. So they kept their conversation pretty minimal. Bonnie was there, kind of like a break it up type of thing. Connor was just glowing about how much, it's just amazing. This is the Annalise that I was going to work with. I mean, she's just a boss. Every move that she's made, she's amazing. When Annalise and Laurel saw each other, it was like a, hi. I said, wait, Annalise, don't let this annoying little, I wish you knew about, someone better. I don't care about Laurel so much. I want her feelings to be hurt. I want someone to go and someone needs to go and divulge the fact that she slept with Frank and she's not sure who's the baby dad. Oh, Annalise would destroy. They would all go ham. And oh my God, that's why I won. It's weird. Oliver and Simon, they're becoming buddy-buddy. And Simon tells Oliver a secret because Simon has this virus. So Oliver is working on his computer, and Simon was just like, look, he doesn't have his papers. His parents, got him over here from Pakistan when he was a young kid, but he's not a legal citizen. So if he does one wrong move, if he doesn't secure this job, he might have to go back. And Oliver's just like, look. So then Oliver goes to Michaela, tells Michaela that story, and Michaela said, because no one likes Simon, so who cares? Who cares? But she said, more importantly, here's how this works. We need to figure out how we're gonna go and get these goals accomplished. Get through the server room. I don't want to do this, but this is what we're gonna have to do. And they were, So then Michaela's talking to Tegan, and Tegan wants Michaela to do this party last minute, and it's going to be Friday. It's for 300 people, and it's like, I can get the other intern to do it. No, I'll do it. Oh, that's a smart answer. Smart girl. Now, Annalise, because this is Annalise part 2, she's just like, look, I see what they're trying to do, so I'm going to bring in someone. So she brings in Denver's assistant, because as we saw, Denver's assistant was called into his office right before this. And so Annalise says, did you take this photo? Yes. Did you put the bottle on my car? Yes. Why'd you do it? Well, you came into our office and you were trying to talk smack about us, going after you and going after those low-income cases, but they're criminals. Annalise said, no, they are low income and they didn't have the finances to go and hire proper legal representation. That's supposed to be a crime? Really? So with that, being pointed out there, that pretty much throws out the case. Before all of that, though, Nate, and it's really irking me, this whole Bonnie and Nate thing, because actually no, let me back up. Bonnie then decides and goes to the lawyer that's against Annalise and says, you know what, I know Annalise, I worked with her, I have information that could take her down. I said, Bonnie can go. Bonnie can go. Bonnie can burn, Bonnie can go. I was like, Bonnie, oh, you, whoa. Frank again is talking to Laurel, and it's this weird thing of, look, if you're going to go through with this, then I'm joining in too. So now everyone comes in and they need to talk, and the guys all agree that, look, at the end of the day, this is, Asher said best, this is stupid, we're risking so much, and yes, I know Sir West, but if we're going to do this, we need to do this smart. We can't just go in guns a-blazing. We need to make sure that we come up with, an alibi. We can't just go and throw ourselves on the sword to potentially help set your father up. No, that's not what's going to happen. And I'm thinking, why can't people just listen to Asher this once? Because Asher originally was over it, and you left because he was just looking at this like, I'm not going to go and be a part of this. I'm not going to go and let you guys do this. But later on, he says, all for one and one for all, but no more secrets. We all have to be in this together. Yeah. Annalise transfers her stuff over to Isaac's wife. And Isaac's wife's just like, I would have never asked you to do something like this. If I didn't think that it really would have been detrimental to his health. And Annalise said, I don't know you. I should knock you in the face because how dare you go. I have so many issues and actually was receiving help for it. And then you come along, you go and ruin something decent for me. You ruin something great for me. And again, that's when Isaac's ex-wife's just like, look, there's a lot you don't know about him, and he only gets this deep when he really cares about a patient or someone. So, yeah, probably good that you left out. But Annalise needs to go to some type of therapist because she technically doesn't have to go to Isaac's wife to go do therapy. Oliver comes home. Connor, again, is super happy. That's all that really matters. And this is weird contrast because we see them happy. Connor's happy about what's going on in his day. He thinks that it's because of Oliver. No, it's because of Annalise. He's in love with Annalise, not Oliver. Asher's trying to leave Michaela because Asher said, you know what? You want to be my, you wanted to be Michelle. You wanted me to be your Barack. Maybe we're never on the same side. Maybe I was just here to fill a temporary void. I mean, we don't have that much in common. You don't really tell things to me. I just don't know how to feel about you. And he was over it. She was just like, wait, where are you going? Because he wanted to leave, especially since what she did was she still had the wedding dress, her wedding dress, from her ex. And it was just right there where Asher goes and gets his things, his clothes, and he just felt like you didn't even care enough to go and move that dress or to get rid of it. And I said, oh, this is actually valid. They have regular relationship problems, but they need to stay together. They need each other. Annalise is in the shower. She's getting ready. She has her shower cap on, and she hears this commotion. So she gets her gun. She knows her right to bear arms. She goes out there. She gets like super sleuth. I'm thinking, Annalise, what are you doing? What are you doing? So she checks everywhere, and then that's when she realizes that there's this bottle. There's this bottle of alcohol on her counter, and she just looks at it like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Um, but apparently, because that was vodka. So she runs over to Nate. She's sleeping over at Nate's. You know, their relationship is mended enough to where they're going to do that. And Annalise was just really thankful. And Nate said, do you want me to go and do something about it? She said, no, they're just trying to, rattle me with this case. And it's not going to happen. They're not going to shake me. And they had this nice little moment because Annalise just like, things are on track. Connor's good. He's working with me. But Nate he really appreciated that Annalise is doing something positive. And he's saying that we're still friends. We're still close. Annalise had that look of, oh, really? So then he said, oh, good night. I said no! No! Oh! What? Nate, you're wrong for that. Annalise had that feel like, Lord Jesus, take me now. Take me now. No. Oh. Something's wrong with me because I kind of enjoyed that. Because I was a little happy that Nate didn't go and fall into his old ways. Annalise, while she's there with Connor's talking about, oh no, I'm sorry I'm late. I said, she doesn't care. She's not worried about that. Go inside. Annalise sees Isaac. Go inside. Do you know? Go inside. Isaac is there. Annalise is trying to figure out, are you trying to play me? No, what I'm trying to do is, I got summoned. I got subpoenaed. And she said, oh no. So then, when Isaac's on the stand, they ask him a bunch of questions. They're trying to discredit Annalise and her sobriety, but it doesn't work because he actually defends her. He does commit perjury. He lied on the stand and under oath because Isaac has said even to her that the caseload is too much and he's afraid that it'll mess with her sobriety and threaten her sobriety. She's super stressed, not sure if she can handle it. She's acting sporadic, but in there he's like, no, she's calm. I have utmost faith in that this case is aiding her and that she's working on the steps and that she hasn't fallen off the wagon. And he had that look more so like I'm a good friend that could be more. And I care about you that much that I'll put my career on the line for you. I'm thinking, Annalise, ooh, it's a good thing you switched because he's a little too close. A little bit too close. Then we see Bonnie was that lawyer who was against Annalise because the case got thrown out. They're like, look, with all the stuff you tried to pull, I'm not convinced that Annalise is incapable of handling this case and this workload. So I said, yes! We love a win for Annalise. And then, I don't know if I believe this or not, but the lawyer was like, see, I feel like you tried to do a self-sabotage. She was like, wait, I didn't know. And then once Nate comes out, and Nate was like, you're constantly on the wrong side. But Nate said, did you sabotage that or not? He said, of course I did. Of course I did. I know what type of alcohol Annalise likes. So I knew that picture was fake, one, and I knew, two, because she knows him. So she figured that he would protect her instead of throwing her under the bus, since it's not his job, but he's kind of taking it on as his job. But I don't know if I really believe her, because Bonnie's just, you never know with her. I really believe that she wants to do what she thinks is the right thing, but Bonnie gets lost. She gets lost in the sauce so much. But I will be happy if she is helping out Annalise, and she switches and starts really helping out Annalise. I'm perfectly fine with that. Perfectly okay with that. So now Asher says he's still upset with, he's with everyone else. He's still upset with Michaela, but he's in. We're doing this for West. So they need to figure out how they can get away with this. That's the most important thing. Oliver, of all people, comes up with this plan of, okay, I know I'm going to hell for this, but I have access to Simon's computer, and I have all of his passwords. We can go and swipe the key card from Tegan and then blame it on Simon. Because if he gets in trouble, if he doesn't get this job, he'll be deported. I said, if that is some evil, I don't know what. But I didn't care, because I don't care about Simon. You can't go and tell us this little sob story in the last 5 minutes before you get axed and me care. No. So then Annalise's talk, well, Annalise is over, so she has, Mr. Walsh, Connor talk, and she was like, I couldn't do this case without, bright people like him. Laurel has to do a cotton swab of Frank to determine who's the baby dad. Michaela took out that dress and told Asher that she really does love him. She knows that their relationship's messed up. She knows that she's messed up, but she wants to start with this. So she has catch-up, and she destroys the dress, and she's really enjoying it. And he's telling her, yeah, get it on there and there and there. I'm just saying, you two are idiots. Sell the dress. Sell the dress. I know it was symbolic. I know it was freeing for her. I don't. Sell the dress, sell the dress, sell the dress. Anyway. Oliver, he's still playing nice with Simon, and Simon's just like, you know what, Laura, I could kiss you, but no, not really. Okay, bye. Oh, God. Anyway, Connor's really happy, and he's happy with Oliver, and he's like, he's never been this happy before, period. And Annalise goes back and talks to Isaac, saying, why'd you go and lie and do all that? I was like, no, I do believe in you. I do believe in this and that. And so then that's when she kind of lets it slip that it was his ex-wife that told her that she was triggering him. Connor saying that he loves Oliver so much, and that his father told him that Oliver wasn't good for him, that he was gonna leave Oliver, that he needed to leave Oliver, and it's just about honesty, them building something together. And I thought, oh, how cute, Oliver. Oliver always drops the bombs. That's Oliver's job on the show, if you really think about it. He's always dropping some type of bomb on Connor. And this one is, okay, so when it comes to Wes, we know who Wes's killer is. It's Laurel's father. We've been working on this for a long time, because they were trying to get people like Annalise and Connor out of this. Mainly, Connor's in a good space. Why go and make him unhappy? Oliver goes and divulges the information. Now it's 48 hours later. We see that someone is getting surgery. We see that Oliver, he's still at the office. Asher's still in jail. Michaela's still in the hospital with Isaac. Bonnie's there looking over everything. So now we're trying to figure out, who is it? Who's the person who's on life support? Who is it? So that was it. Please like, comment, subscribe. I mean, thankfully it's getting better, because I'm still pissed. Next week is the winter season finale. Can you believe that?